Hello and welcome to the Coon Rapids 4th of July Parade here on CTN. We're coming to you today from Mississippi Boulevard, where this parade is about to get underway.
I hear some sirens. I see some lights. That's probably a sign. Hi, I'm Jennifer Anderson. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Steve Erickson. Thanks for being here.
We're just next to the Anoka-Ramsey Community College campus along Mississippi Boulevard here and ready for a great hot parade day.
Yeah, it's a warm one out here,
mid-80s.
Yeah, the humidity is a little lower today compared to the last few days, so that's definitely a good thing. We saw people with umbrellas here, it's not a cloud in the sky out here.
It's a beautiful night to be here, and we definitely have a lot of people ready for the show.
We do. And we got the Coon Rapids Police Department up first here. A bit noisy, but I guess everybody knows that the parade is going to start, correct?
Yeah. Everybody sit up a little straighter, get ready, here we go. Coming right behind them, we have the Coon Rapids VFW, following that very first Coon Rapids squad car. We are right at the very front of the parade this year.
Yeah, and we were on the other side of the street this year, but normally we've been about 3/4 of the way in, so it takes a little bit to get to us, but not this year.
They are ready to go. A lucky little girl in the front seat today getting to ride along with the police.
Yeah, pretty cool. So up next we have Coon Rapids VFW Post 9625.
They have been part of the community since 1953. The VFW is an organization set up to help out all veterans who have served in the military. And they donate time, funds to help, and they say they never, never forget those who lost their lives defending freedom. Followed here by the Color Guard.
People starting to stand along the parade route in honor of the colors.
VFW Post 9625 says that they fight for soldiers' benefits on Capitol Hill and also like to donate time to community service projects.
Up next, looks like we have the Metro Marine Color Guard. So we had the Coon Rapids American Legion Auxiliary 334 before that, correct? And
there we see them. Is that...
I believe
the
so.
Metro Marines, yeah.
They are a veteran service organization working with local recruiters, Toys for Tots, burial, and funeral services for Marines. They also do parades. Membership is open to all Marines and Navy hospital corpsmen who served with Fleet Marine Force.
They also have, I hear the riders. You can hear the rumble. That means that the Coon Rapids American Legion Riders Post 334 is up next. They join other Legion Rider groups to raise money. They sponsor rides and other events to support veterans and their families in the community. And check out some pretty cool bikes out there.
Yeah, they look pretty neat. Up next, we have the Coon Rapids City Council. You can see right there in the middle of your screen in the white shirt is the mayor, Jerry Cook. He's handing out something.
It looks like Steve Antis might be getting in on that.
He's trying to get some treats, I think.
Our very own CTN Steve Antis says, hey, let me have one of those.
Here we are with Mayor Jerry Cook passing out some goodies to the crowd today.
Passing out some Laffy Taffy. The kids seem to like it.
And how do you feel about today's parade?
It's a beautiful day for a parade. It's a good day to not give out chocolate. The crowd looks great, and everybody just really seems like they've been embracing the new location and finding us. So it's a good day for it.
All right, well, you have a great rest of the route, and we'll see you at the end.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, there's our Mayor Jerry Cook here in the city of Coon Rapids. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Steve. Smart move there with the Laffy Taffy compared to some chocolate they were giving away at our last neighborhood meeting, and some kid walked over with the M&Ms, and it was a little messy.
You know, the Laffy Taffy can get a little sticky. It's that hot out, but better than the alternative for sure.
Yeah. They got quite a few tubs on the back of that cart.
They're ready, yeah, they're going to be dishing out all kinds
Steve
of treats.
Wells there throwing out some candy. There's Councilmember Brad Johnson. Looks like a lot of here. Brad Gaskoviak, Bill Kicker, I see
It's always popular when you're the first round of candy to come down the parade route.
Yes.
You make a lot of friends that way.
Look, we're getting personally brought over here. Thank you, Brad.
Oh, hey, I'll
Delivered.
take it. Thank
All
you.
right.
Don't mind me. You're not going to hear me for a few minutes. I'm just going to
Yeah.
have a little snack.
I mean, really, it's smart for the candy that you're sit at the beginning of the parade route.
You get
This
the
is
most.
the smart spot. Yeah. We're gonna head down to Steve Antis now, who's standing by with a guest.
All right, well, thanks so much, Steve. We are now here with Miss Minnesota, Catherine Kippers, and congratulations on being crowned.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This has been such an honor. I did represent Coon Rapids on the Miss Minnesota stage, and so now I'm back for my first appearance of this summer, really as Miss Minnesota in Coon Rapids, so this is very exciting.
I just want to say you look so lovely in this beautiful red Chevy, and
Thank you.
Have a great parade.
Thank you so
and,
much.
and a good luck in your reign for the next year.
Thank you. Thank you to Coon Rapids for having me. Have
right.
a good one.
Thank you so much, and back to you.
All right, thanks, Steve. Catherine Kepper, she was just crowned, I believe, around June 22nd as Miss Minnesota. She was Miss Coon Rapids, so congratulations to her. That's a big honor.
It is, and it's an interesting fact that her mom was Miss Minnesota too back, I think it was 1983. I just read an article about it. So daughter following in her mom's footsteps, which is kind of neat, and she'll now serve as a spokesperson for the Children's Miracle Network. So she'll be doing some good work out across the state.
Awesome to have her here tonight.
Gorgeous dress too.
Maybe she wins the car too? Well,
her dress complements the car so perfectly. I mean, it's very patriotic.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll just say sure.
just take it.
I doubt it.
We have the Coon Rapids Junior Royalty up next. The float is sponsored by the Coon Rapids Junior Royalty and the City of Coon Rapids. The winter theme of our float will take you back to youthful days of snow forts, hockey, and snowball fights. The Snowflake Day celebration is held the first 2 weeks in February each year with fun events and activities for the young and young at heart. Snowflake Day celebrates community spirit, festivities, and the city.
Look
Do we
at
really
those
want to
great faces, all smiling and waving. They look excited to be here.
I was just thinking, do we want to think of summer or winter right now? I don't know. The Oak County Sheriff's Office is up next.
And the sheriff has had a proud history. They were established in 1857. The Sheriff's Office provides a wide variety of public safety and emergency services throughout 21 communities in Anoka County. The current sheriff, James Stewart, is elected by the citizens. They have an election for county sheriff every 4 years. Throughout the 162-year history of the Anoka County Sheriff's Office, they say the duty of the sheriff has remained constant. He is the keeper of the county.
Up next, we have the Cub Foods Riverdale and Coon Rapids locations. They brought out their big cart tonight.
If you like parades, you've probably seen this cart a time or two.
We
Can't miss it.
No. Got big food in it. Someone actually is driving it.
I wonder how you train for that job. Oh, it's a tractor.
Yeah. Works pretty good covering it up.
Well, at least he's got a shady spot.
I didn't know Cubs sold food that was that big. Looks like food from Costco or Sam's Club, right?
The Osmond Shrine Clowns are next. They always like to have a little fun with the crowd. Their goal for the Osmond Shrine Clowns is to raise money to help support the Shriners Children's Hospital and other support units. Cool car there, too, that they've got, that they're driving through.
I don't even know. Is the Osmond Shrine Circus still a thing?
That's a great question.
Went there as a kid, but I don't know if it's I know they still have the circus somewhere, right?
Yeah. You can definitely go to well, next time we'll get Steve Antis on that.
Yeah, we need to interview one of those clowns.
He has to be the crack reporter down there getting all the answers for us.
Up next, we have the Coon Rapids Cardinal Basketball Club. They're a traveling basketball club for girls and boys ages K through 8th. Basketball, pretty popular sport.
They look like they already got some treats, too. They must have ran into the mayor before they started.
Well, they were just smart and brought their own.
And now we're going to head out to Steve. He's on the parade route with another guest. Steve?
All right, well, I'm here with Pablo Hernandez, the new president of the Coon Rapids Basketball Association. Tell me, Pablo, how's it going so far this year?
Everything's going great. We are giving opportunities for all our kids in Coon Rapids, not only with camp, so we do have, for the first time ever in our program, We have a former WNBA player who's going to run some camps for us, and we're very excited. It's going to be a great year.
Awesome. And how is your first parade?
It's great. This will be my 5th parade, but first parade as president. But everything's going great.
All right.
You know.
Well, thank you so much for what you do for the community, and have a great parade.
There'll be more. I appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right, back to you.
All right.
Carts on Parade.
Thanks,
Look
Steve.
at those creative carts. We've got Ace Solid Waste here. Carts on Parade is a community outreach program. They promote environmental awareness and recycling by engaging local community groups in a cart decorating contest and cart brigades. You can win cash prizes, and the carts are judged in various categories and also for participation.
It's a neat idea. A lot of cool designs there.
Really clever, yeah.
We have the Coon Rapids dance team up next.
The Cardettes.
Yes.
They've got a routine, it looks like, for us to watch.
You do dance, so you can judge something. We have the Coon Rapids Cardettes.
The Coon Rapids Mat Bandits are next. The Mat Bandits is a community wrestling club that supports all organizations throughout Coon Rapids and other surrounding cities. They support wrestlers from ages pre-K to 12th grade. I honestly didn't know you could wrestle when you were as young as pre-K, so that's kind of cool. Get them started right away. There's so much competition in the sports world now. You got to hook them in when you can.
Yeah, a lot of energy at that age too, so probably
Yeah.
a good thing to send them to do.
My 2 boys
Yeah.
should do that. Let out some constructive
Yes.
energy.
Yes. The rough housing, all that.
It looks like youth wrestling signups are open. They've got the signs out.
Yeah, it's like
Do you have what it takes?
coonrapidswrestling.org.
I don't know if I do, but I'm sure someone along this parade route does, so they can check it out on their website.
Up next, we have Coon Rapids Rec on the Spot. This is actually a new program this year. It's a free staffed mobile recreation program that moves around to different community parks Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It's a drop-in program. You don't need to pre-register. You can go to the city's website and find out the list of all the park locations, where they are. I think they're in 3 different parks,
Every
3 days a
Tuesday,
week. Right.
Wednesday, and Thursday, yeah. Important note this week, the holiday week, they're not going to be out at the parks. But come back again next week because they'll be out there. 3 parks a day, 3 days a week. There's lots of chances for some free fun and some great activities to keep your kids busy.
I believe that's through about mid-August.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Financial One Jeep. It says drive away hunger.
And up next, we have the Coon Rapids High School Marching Cardinals. I hope that this times out right so we can have a little listen. The Marching Cardinals have a proud history of field competitions. For the past 2 years, they have won 3rd place in their class in the state of Minnesota Youth and Music Marching Band Championship. Congratulations.
There you have it, the Coon Rapids High School Marching Band. We're going to head down to Steve Anderson, who's standing by with the Anoka Hennepin Superintendent.
Right, well, thank you so much. We are here with David Law, who is starting his 6th year as the
That's right.
superintendent for Anoka Hennepin Schools. David, how has it been going?
It's great to be back in my home district. It's been 5 good years so far. We're just really happy with how things are going, the community support. We're excited to be building across the district and getting more kids all the time.
Okay, and how are you doing on the parade today?
It's warm, but it's a beautiful time to be out in Coon Rapids.
All right, well, thank you so much for all you do for the community, and we'll send it back to you.
Way
All
to
right.
go to him. He's a good sport. He's walking, he's carrying banners, he's talking all at once. He's got it all covered.
It's warm, and they have their little schoolhouse here that is part of their float. It is reminiscent of their beginnings. The 13 communities in the district were dotted with small schoolhouses. From the mid-1800s into the 20th century, in 1952, 31 small districts consolidated into the Anoka School District. Now the largest in the state, serves 39,000 students.
And up next, we have the Coon Rapids Cardinal Little League program. Cardinal Little League has extended its boundaries, and they want you to know, so go ahead and check them out if you're interested. You can go to their website, which is crcll.com for Coon Rapids Cardinals Little League.
Certainly we're known for our Little League in the area, and a lot of kids participate in that.
A lot of excited ones in the parade tonight. They had a great turnout. They're rocking out a little bit. I like it. We have Senate District 35 and 36 here today. I see Peggy Scott there waving at the camera. It also looks like we have Bill Marish represented today. I was thinking maybe do we have, I think, is it just those two? It's looking like maybe it's just those
It
two
didn't seem
today.
like we had a lot of politicians in the parade, but of course it is an off year for elections. I imagine next year we'll have a few more.
Everybody's going to want to get their moment, right?
Maybe we'll have some presidential candidates visit too next year.
By personal invitation from you? Do you have
yeah,
a little
this
poll?
is the invitation
You have any
right
clout
now.
here?
Come to the Coon Rapids 4th of July parade in 2020.
Can you imagine what traffic would be like that day? I think it's going to be bad this week.
Right. Up next, we have Presbyterian Church of the Master. It's an ethnically diverse, loving church located in Coon Rapids. Their services are at 10 a.m. on Sundays, and they celebrate both our European and our African heritage. Certainly have lots of churches in the city.
Quite a few in the parade tonight, too.
.789 Northdale Boulevard is their location.
Oh, see,
that's
now-
actually where we used to do our parade from.
They're thinking they have treats on ice. They've got freezies. That'll
Oh.
be a crowd favorite.
That's a good one.
Next, we have New Millennium Academy in the parade today, marching with a banner. They are handing out some flyers and some candy so you can learn a little bit more about them. I'm not sure what that represents. Is that like a rhinoceros? The rhinos? Okay, got it. Perfect. So I guessed correctly. Home of the rhinos. I see it now. All right.
It's all making sense now. Like the one we got.
It was
little ones
effective then. Their decorations were effective.
riding in the wagon there with their umbrella.
A lot of umbrellas tonight along the parade route, which was very smart. We should have one as well.
Yeah.
'Cause the sun is really bright tonight. Great night for a parade. Look at that smiling cutie.
There's a little wind. I was thinking that was one thing today. The no clouds and no wind was going to make it feel warm out here, but we're getting a slight breeze here, so that helps a little bit.
Better today than yesterday. It would have been kind of a rainy, disappointing day.
Certainly. All right, up next we have the New Brighton Stockyard Days float. They were established in 1889. Although the stockyards no longer exist, they contributed to the history of the New Brighton community. Their award-winning float carries the Stockyard Days theme with fence rails, saddles, and cowboy hats. Of course, their royalty is on there. They're different ambassadors. Of course, lots of celebrations throughout the summer here in Minnesota.
It's a very busy time.
Some have already happened. Some are still on tap. Stockyard Days actually takes place August 4th through the 12th, so you can still catch that coming up next month.
Look at them. They're even in stripes for their outfits today. They're prepared for the 4th of July parade. I wonder how many parades they do in any given season. It's got to be so many.
Yeah, their arms must get tired.
Well toned, I would think. Next up, Minnesota Star Martial Arts. Oh, let's check out these moves. I like it. All right, way to go. Looks like they've got all ages represented tonight. I love it, even the littlest ones. Oh, and a mascot to boot.
So they had about 20 to 30 kids in their group here tonight.
Impressive. I like their style.
All right, up next, kids just want to have fun. It's a Coon Rapids daycare that likes to do fun things. The kids did a lot of work on the float, painting, assembling, coming up with the theme and the costumes, making up the cheer. Kids just want to have fun. Seems like there should be a song about that.
George Washington, first president, Uncle Sam, I want you. Oh, they've got a little history mixed into their float. They must have done a little research.
Yeah, a little learning.
A little learning as they go.
Up next, we have the Girl Scout troops of River Valley. It's their moment to come together, lift their voices, and take action on issues that matter to girls. Today is the day they unite to build an even brighter future for everyone. They say be a catalyst for change in your community and the world.
Daisies, brownies, juniors, cadets, ambassadors, and seniors. They say they are more than just cookies, although the cookies are a nice
I was
bonus.
going to say, I don't know. Those cookies.
Great programs for girls, building leadership. I love it. The cookies I love as well. The National American Miss Minnesota Queens. So this is the 2018 National American Miss Minnesota Queens. It's a natural pageant for girls 4 to 24, focusing on growing confidence and learning life skills. After you compete in your state pageant, you have the opportunity to represent Minnesota at the national pageant in Anaheim, California, and go to Disneyland.
Sounds like fun. Up next, we have the East Bethel Scholarship Program. They have their float here tonight with their royalty on it.
Look at how those crowns just glitter today. And up next, Boulevard Bar and Grill, just around the corner. They didn't have very far to go.
It's one of our boss's favorite stops.
They didn't have to contend with too much traffic to be here tonight.
We had happy hour, 2 for 1, it looks like. All day, every day.
And they're tossing something out for some lucky parade goers along the side here.
Some bags, too. Up next, we have the Camellia Rose Care Center. The parade float was created by the Camellia Rose Care Center and sister company, yet to be determined. You got a ball.
I know, they're passing out beach balls.
Nice.
Mary T. Inc. My kids will like this one tonight.
Of course, Camellia Road, they have a lot of different programs there. They've been around a long time here in Coon Rapids.
All kinds of things for seniors and senior living. Part of Mary T. Inc. And now we're going to go back down to the parade route with Steve Antis.
Go ahead. All right, thanks so much. We are with Kamal, who is with the Nusrat Mosque.
Yep.
And tell us what you're out here kind of celebrating the parade.
Yes, we are just promoting Muslims for loyalty and Muslims for peace. And we are as loyal as anybody else in the country, representing a worldwide organization. That's our logo for the whole world, basically promoting peace around the world, around different communities, around different religions. We are humans first, than anything else. So that's our message, and we are promoting, and hopefully that goes across the world, and we can promote a harmony around different organizations and different communities.
Thank you so much, Kamal.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it. I'll take 2 of those. Thanks.
Thank you.
And back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. They are located on Robinson Drive, not far from our
Right around the corner from us, yeah. Love for all, hatred for none.
All right, up next we have the Forest Lake Ranger Marching Band. They consist of student musicians in grades 7 through 12 from Forest Lake area schools. The marching band is dedicated to community pride and teaching lifelong skills. Always fun to have some bands in the parade.
Yeah, it livens it up, and it's a nice break in the other floats to get to sit back and listen.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a little taste of it here. Up next, we have Coon Rapids Women of Today. The Coon Rapids Women of Today focuses on community service, personal growth, and building friendships. Whether you want to give back to your community, develop your individual talents, or make great new friends, Women of Today says that they have something for you and that you too can bring something unique to their organization. New voices and new ideas are always welcome, so if you'd like to go and check it out, they invite you to stop by one of their general membership meetings. Those are the first Monday of the month at 7 p.m. in the Coon Rapids Civic Center.
Up next, we have the Coon Rapids Fast Pitch Association. Players, coaches, and board members are representing the city and Cardinal Nation as they are gearing up for the state tournaments starting July 12th. Several
Tournament
teams
time.
will then go on to play in the national tournaments at the end of July. Folks in the parade tonight include girls from their 8 and under all the way through 14 and under programs. The girls will be handing out flyers for their 5-week fall ball program that starts in August.
And they have a big trophy on that float. So, showing off some of their success.
And I'm sure they're hoping for more trophies out of this tournament that's
Yeah,
coming
good
up.
luck to them as they embark on their tournament season here starting next week. Or maybe this weekend, I guess that would.
Yeah, coming up quick here.
Next weekend. Good luck to them. Next we have Blessed Hope Baptist Church. They say if you're looking for a church where the Word of God is preached and upheld, please stop by and visit. They look forward to seeing you. The littlest one has the biggest bag. They're putting her to work.
Yeah.
She's working on her arm.
Yep. Up next, we have the Coon Rapids Youth Hockey Association and the Minnesota Blue Ox.
Some of them are on their rollerblades tonight. That makes the parade route probably go a little smoother. Make some real distance that way.
I think those legs might still be a little tired after rollerblading down the parade route. Of course, the Minnesota Blue Ox, they play at the Coon Rapids Ice Center.
I think they've been in Coon Rapids now a couple of years now.
Yeah,
right?
they're part of the U.S. Premier Hockey League, and they play their home games at the Coon Rapids Ice Center.
Yeah. And now we go to Fancy Dancing Dance Studio. Fancy Dancing is starting their 30th year in Coon Rapids. Wow, congrats to them. They have won many national and regional High Point Dance Awards. They have summer classes that begin next week. So they ask you, if you're interested, to come and register and check it out. Fall classes begin in August. They're looking forward to an amazing 30th year. And they're sharing some of their routines.
Moves.
Yeah.
Up next, we have the Coon Rapids Baptist Church. You want to do the honors?
Yeehaw!
Thank you. It's a Wild West adventure at Coon Rapids Baptist Church, July 7th through the 10th. Children ages 4th through 6th grade are invited each night at 6:30 to visit the western town named Gidea Junction. You can find out more on their website, coonrapidsbaptist.org. What do we have here?
The Gargaro family in a 1946 Willys Fire Jeep.
Interesting. And right behind that, we have the Anoka High School Marching Band.
I can hear them.
Yeah, you can hear them. They're performing Star Wars. Caught a little bit of that Star Wars.
I recognize the Star Wars there, yeah, right at the end.
Yes.
And I see all the marching band parents working almost as hard as their kids, running up and down the parade route with them, passing out water.
Up next, we have Faith Lutheran Church. They are located in Hanson Boulevard. Certainly been around Coon Rapids for a long time.
They say they are a place of a loving, serving community.
If you're just joining us, you are watching the Coon Rapids 4th of July Parade here on CTN. I'm Steve Erickson along with Jennifer Anderson. A perfect night out here for a parade, and this parade route is lined with people.
And it's moving quickly, and there's a lot of happy faces.
Yeah.
It seems like it's quite a success so far.
Yeah, things do seem to move quicker up here at the start of the parade route.
It makes a big difference where you're located. That is for sure. Location,
Yeah.
location, location.
Yeah.
And now we go to Miss St. Francis Ambassador Program.
Their ambassadors were actually just crowned June 8th, so a couple weeks ago.
I think they're unicorns tonight. I see the little girls have their unicorn headbands on today. And good music to boot, so that's great. I like that. Then we can groove. Up next, we have District 36. We have, I believe, oh, yep, I see there. She is Speaker of the House, Melissa Hortman, Representative Zach Stevenson, and Senator John Hoffman. They're all proud to be here and represent the fine people of District 36 right here in Coon Rapids. Big year for Representative Hortman.
Yeah, it was her first year as Speaker of the House.
Passing a budget and,
Yeah, lots of going on in the session.
leading the charge. Look at that cutie pie. She got her shades on. She's ready for the camera.
Up next, we have America's Little Miss Mini Miss Midwest, Bianca Dixon. Say that 10 times fast.
I can't even think about anything else but this fine gentleman who just walked by with a fan for us.
Very smart.
Just stay here the whole time. It is. It's brilliant. Thank you. I think he's with Miss Minnie Miss, so thank you.
Nice, and that's Kia Sorrento decorated for the 4th of July with their Mini Miss and their fans.
Eden Community Covenant Church is next. They meet Sundays at 10 a.m. They're committed to serving the community, and they welcome anyone who's interested to come and check them out.
Up next, we have the Chisago Lakes Marching Band.
So nice to see the bands dressed for the weather and not in those stuffy band uniforms. Sometimes they just look like they're just melting in there, and everybody's looked very comfortable so far tonight, so I'm glad for them.
Notice them passing around the water as well, so
Yes.
staying hydrated. Let's take a listen. There you have it, the Chisago Lakes Marching.
I think we've officially heard Panic at the Disco twice already. And we have a lot of parade left. Let's see if we can make it a triple play here.
More Star Wars.
Next up, Kotke's Bus Service. They're looking for their next driver. I think all the bus companies are looking for drivers.
Yeah.
I see so many ads. They are family-owned business providing transportation since 1947. They say they offer competitive wages, paid training, hiring bonus, and benefits, always willing to train a reliable driver who loves to work with kids.
It's a reminder to kids that those buses will be rolling again here in 2 months.
I know, don't even say it. It's going to be here in no time.
Up next, we have Hooked Up Towing and Recovery. Someone you don't necessarily want to see on the side of the road, or have to use, rather, but you do like to see them if you are broken down, right? They're a tow truck company and serving the Twin Cities North Metro area 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Check out their truck. That is not your everyday tow truck. They've got, like, quite the design, don't they?
And that guy would have been busy on Highway 10 last night. I was driving home, and I'm like, there's like 6 cars on the side of the road.
Really?
Between
With the rain?
Between like Foley and like Hanson. I don't know.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Well, like you said, you don't
It
want
wasn't
to have
flooded.
to use
It wasn't.
them,
It wasn't really hot. I don't know.
but hey, check out that sweet car too. Look at that thing shine in the sun. The little guy's gonna run right towards the camera.
Up next, we have the Vogue Dance Company.
They are located in Andover off of Round Lake Boulevard. They say that they are a big studio work ethic with a dynamic dream. They offer classes for ages 3 through 18 in both competition and recreational lines. They say they've had an incredibly successful competition season, earning many first place wins, Judges' Choice Awards, and Choreography Awards, so congratulations to them. They've got a lot of energy out there, so I like it.
So yeah, you're a dance teacher, right? Part-time on the side here, so a lot of this
I've
is familiar
danced
to you.
in a lot of parades like this. It's a lot of work by the time you get to the end. You're not just walking the mile of the parade route, you're dancing and jumping and all kinds of stuff, so good for them. They're doing a great job.
And I wonder if we know, there's a lot of times there's judges here as well. Judges. I don't know if they are today or not, but... Up next, we have Dean Phillips for Congress. Dean Phillips represents Minnesota's 3rd congressional district, including right here in Coon Rapids. Congressman Phillips is serving his first term with a strong focus on campaign finance reform, voting rights, and ensuring Congress works for the American people. So we've seen a few more politicians now.
Mm-hmm. We're making our way through.
And there's Dean
It was
Phillips.
hard to find them. See, they get so hung up. A parade route has got to be hard when you're a politician. You want to shake all these hands. People want to talk to you. You're like, I've got 3 blocks to catch up on. You got to do your best to
Yeah, if you're
balance
running
it all.
around, he's sweating.
I love the arrow. This is Dean. You actually really need that, and especially because he's a newer lawmaker, so that people can find out who's the guy they want to.
There's 2 arrows actually.
Now, time for another tow truck. We've got North Star towing this time. Oh, and another nice car, a Camaro. See, this is just an excuse to bring out the big rig and show off the coolest car they can find.
They brought a few trucks here.
They're passing out freezies as well.
And it looks
Good
like they're
idea.
looking for drivers as well. Up next, we have Fringe Ministries, rather. Parents, do you care about character in your children? Coon Rapids Christian School does. They are now accepting applications for children in K-4 through 12th grades. You can get more information at coonrapidschristianschool.org.
More drivers wanted. There's a theme tonight.
Yeah, more
We have a
help
lot of
wanted.
dancing out there.
Tow trucks.
We have Panic at the Disco, and we need drivers. Our local companies are looking for help. The American Student Transportation says that they are big enough to get the job done, but small enough to care, and they'd like to see you behind the wheel. You do get paid to train. It's family owned and operated. Schoolbus.jobs. Up next is Texas Roadhouse. Is that an armadillo?
Yes, that is their,
Is
that's
that
their,
their,
that's
is
their
that their
mascot. Yeah.
I love it.
They have hand-cut steaks and fall off-the-bone ribs. Of course, they're located at Highway 10 and Main Street. Sure, a lot of folks familiar with them.
Delicious food. I need to have my pride and joy with me. I made an armadillo in high school ceramics. I still have it. I'm so proud of that thing. Every little line on the armadillo's back. Could have
You
presented
should have
it.
brought it tonight. Come on.
Had I
you didn't know
only known.
you need that? Yeah, come on. Up next, we have the Bandemere team, Keller Williams Classic Realty. They brought out a red Corvette tonight. They say they are your real estate experts here in Coon Rapids.
I wonder what year that car is. It's cool looking. I like it.
Everybody's got the Costco candy.
I've
The
seen
one mix.
I've seen a couple different people wearing these patriotic shades. I need a pair of these sunglasses. I like them. They're like American flag sunglasses. I'm missing out.
Up next, we have Twin Cities Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu. Here, can I step in for you?
You go for it.
Offering jiu-jitsu classes for kids and adults. Jiu-jitsu is a self-defense martial art and sport that teaches respect to hard work and self-improvement. Your first class is free if you go in and give it a try. I've been out there, and the kids, gosh, they're so strong.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing what they can accomplish and how it just increases their self-confidence. And, you know, with bullying and all of it, it's a cool thing.
Yeah, lots of cool programs for the kids to take part in. We have the Senate District 35, Minnesota DFL up next.
I see another Dean Phillips sign and John Hoffman as well. So I think we've had kind of double representation here in the parade today with a couple of these. 2020 vision, huh? So they're looking ahead to 2020.
Told you.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. Sooner than we hoped for. Or not.
Well, the sooner it gets here,
the sooner
the
that's
ads
what I'm
are
saying.
over,
There
right?
could be, you know. Up next, we have first student buses. Hey, they're hiring. So you got your pick of the pack here.
There are some fun facts here, too, about school buses that we can share. The standard long school bus measures 40 feet and carries up to 77 passengers. First Student provides school bus services for K through 12 kids. 40 feet. I don't know. I've never driven anything quite that size, so
give credit to those drivers. Yeah.
We have a family friend that tried it out this year and decided to give driving a try, and it was like my son's best day of school when he showed up, and there was a sub bus driver, and it was his
he was like, this is awesome.
His family friend there to drive him to school. It was great.
Well, and I know it's a great part-time job for folks too. So
yeah, you can kind of pick up an afternoon or a morning.
Yeah. Up next, we have the Minnesota DFL Senate District 37 Central Committee. They represent voters living in several precincts from Coon Rapids, Blaine, and Spring Lake Park. They support efforts to reach voters and support DFL candidates. They are proud to walk with Minnesota Representative Aaron Kogel and Senator Jerry Newton. Let's have one of those bubble machines.
Looks like they've got their kiddos with for the day. Get to be in the parade route. We hear them coming. We know who's next. You can hear the drum corps coming.
This is the Brooklyn Park Lions Drum and Dance Corps, and let's take a listen.
lively way to wrap it up. I love it.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Park Lions Drum and Dance Corps, way to go. And last but certainly not least,
Coon Rapids Fire Department rounding things out here at our parade. They brought numerous pieces of equipment, starting with one of their aerial trucks. The
Big
nice
rig.
eagle on top.
They've got all the bells and whistles out tonight. Little kiddos getting a ride.
Can't tell if he's having fun or like, I'm not sure what that face was. Like I have to wave.
This is very overwhelming, I'm sure. It's loud. There's a lot of faces looking at
It's
you.
like, well, yeah, why is everybody looking at you? There's one of the old engines that they found and restored. It's always cool to see that in the parade and what fire engines used to look like.
A water unit here, it looks like, as well as their big emergency trucks. Hi. We'll go back down to the parade route one more time. Steve Antis is with a guest.
All right, well, thank you so much. I'm with Coon Rapids resident and Navy veteran Becky Killinger. And what was your favorite part of today's parade?
Oh my gosh, it was all really awesome. The band, that last band that played the dance, that was awesome. It's like we had our own private showing there. It was awesome.
And you brought your grandchildren with you. They were in the parade last year?
Yes, they were. Yeah, and we won. We actually won first prize, which was nice. And they had a blast doing it. But this year they said, we don't want to be in the parade, we want to collect the candy.
All right, well, thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
service, Becky. And of course, we are so grateful for everyone that was out here on the parade route today. All those smiles, if you could bottle it, it'd be worth $1 million. Back to you, Steve and Jennifer.
All right, Steve, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, they put in the work last year, the
Yeah.
kids. So this time they got to reap the rewards and bring their goodie bag and collect as much candy as they could.
It's our last
There they are.
fire.
I hope they enjoyed it.
Nice. All right, well, that's the last fire truck in the parade here, so that means we're at the end of our parade.
It went pretty quick, actually. It really moved today, didn't it?
It always does. It feels like you could have another 50 units and people would enjoy that as well. Of course, this is just the start of a celebration down here near the Coon Rapids Ice Center area and Boulevard Plaza. The parade sort of kicks things off here. It's a 3 days of festivities, including a carnival down at the fairgrounds there, or on the grounds of the Coon Rapids Ice Center. And we sent CTN's Dan Carpenter down there this afternoon to check out what there is to do.
Steve and Jennifer, the carnival has been going since noon, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people out here taking advantage of this amazing day, the entertainment options, and of course, the great carnival food. Here's a look at what you'll find at the Coon Rapids Carnival.
If you like to test your relationship with gravity,
You go up and down and then you spin.
or the taste of something sweet, fried, or on a stick,
Mini donuts and cheese curds.
then you belong at the Coon Rapids Carnival. It's a place to meet your neighbors and maybe show them who's better at driving a bumper car. The nearby splash pad is a good place to cool off.
Drink water because it's very hot outside, and you know, just have fun.
For the last 66 years, the Coon Rapids Fire Department has been calling out numbers for bingo.
It puts us out in the community to interact with folks that we typically see on a day-to-day basis when they're in need of help.
The North Star Lions Club provides the food and drinks nearby throughout the 4th of July.
The fireworks show, I believe, is the best in the state on the 4th of July. And I'm not just saying that. We've actually had reviews done.
Until then, there's lots to do at the Coon Rapids Carnival.
If you're headed to the carnival after the parade, you'll find live music by the Stone Daisy Band. And of course, this is just the first of 3 days of fun here at the Coon Rapids Carnival. Back to you, Steve and Jennifer.
Thank you, Dan. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about all the volunteers that it takes to put on that
So
carnival.
much work.
Yeah,
So
lots of work
much
to
work.
set up and all of that.
And a lot of them just do it because they love the city and they just love bringing the community together. It's just the start. As people are trickling slowly away from the parade route here, there's a lot more that they can go do. Starting, this afternoon, as Dan mentioned, but it also goes through this evening. They have live music capping off the night tonight, and then the fun starts all over again on Wednesday, July 3rd. The fun starts at 11 a.m. They have food trucks, shortly followed by the midway opening. They have a bingo tent, and the Lions will be serving food and bingo all day. There's a classic car show on Wednesday, which should have a lot of great things to see. And again, the night will cap off with live music, and on Wednesday, July 3rd, the band will be the Castaways.
All right, then of course the big day, Thursday, July 4th, Lions breakfast from 8 to 11. The big 10K, 5K, and the Kids Sparkler Dash is going on in the morning. Food trucks will be there from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The Midway and Bingo open at noon. Live music that night is the Night Shift Band. I think they play classic rock. And of course, what everybody comes for, right? The big fireworks show at 10 o'clock. And hopefully the weather will cooperate for those fireworks on Thursday night.
Let's hope so, because it really is a great show. The crowd is huge, but it is worth navigating through all of that. He was right, as he said in the story. The Coon Rapids fireworks do hit several top 10 lists, and it is really something to see.
All right, so come on down, check them out. That's going to do it for us today. For Steve Erickson, Jennifer Anderson, I'm Steve Erickson, and the rest of the crew here at CTN. Thanks for watching. Have a great 4th. We'll see you back here again next year.